Welcome to PharmaHealth Insights, your one-stop destination for mastering success in pharmaceutical manufacturing. Here, I guide you through practical strategies, industry insights, and expert tips that help you excel as a production chemist, understand quality systems, and navigate interviews with confidence. Whether you are aiming to strengthen your knowledge, improve your skills, or make a meaningful impact on patient safety and product quality, PharmaHealth Insights is here to support your journey every step of the way. Today, you're not just preparing for an interview, you are stepping into the world where your decisions shape the safety and impact of medicines used around the globe. Are you curious about what really goes on behind the scenes in a pharma production line, from powerful injectables to delicate creams and everyday tablets? This guide unlocks the top questions hiring managers care about, reveals not just the answers but the story and logic behind each one, and arms you with practical insights you'll use in every dosage form. So get ready to power up your skills and confidence. By the end, you'll not only impress in your next production chemist interview, you'll truly understand how to be a quality champion in your field. Let's jump in. You'll often begin with the interviewer asking, "So, what is the role of a production chemist?" Now, instead of just listing duties, the idea is to show that you understand the importance of the role. A production chemist is not just someone who runs equipment, just like a chef doesn't only cook. We oversee the entire manufacturing journey, verifying raw materials, setting and controlling process parameters as per BMR and SOPs, keeping strict GMP discipline on the shop floor, coordinating with QC, QA and engineering teams, ensuring safety, and documenting everything neatly. Even something small like controlling the load during granulation can affect tablet hardness and dissolution, so every decision directly impacts patient health. That's why a good answer is, I ensure every batch is produced safely, efficiently, and consistently so the final medicine is reliable and effective for patients. Interviewers ask this to check your ownership mindset, whether you see the role as responsibility, not just routine work. Next, interviewers often ask, "Can you describe the key steps involved in pharmaceutical production across different dosage forms?" This question is meant to see if you grasp the big picture, the full product life cycle, not just isolated tasks. You can answer by walking them through the major steps: receiving and handling raw materials, formulation or mixing, processing steps like granulation, filtration, or sterilization, followed by filling, packaging, and labeling. Make it interesting by highlighting how these steps differ across dosage forms. For instance, tablets need compression and coating, injectables require sterile filtration, and creams or liquids require proper homogenization. Sharing such examples shows you're versatile, knowledgeable, and understand how each product moves from raw material to patient-ready medicine. Quality is the backbone of pharma, which is why GMP, the rules that keep products safe, is so important. When asked about GMP, start by explaining that GMP stands for Good Manufacturing Practice, a global standard that ensures medicines are consistently high quality, safe, and fully documented. Highlight key areas: trained personnel, proper cleaning and hygiene, validated equipment and processes, and rigorous documentation, all of which apply across tablets, injectables, creams, and liquids. You can add a relatable example. Even a small lapse, like insufficient cleaning of a tablet press or filling line, can compromise an entire batch, causing quality issues or even recalls. This shows that GMP is not just a set of rules, it's part of the company culture and daily mindset, not a checkbox to tick. Even the best systems can run into problems, and interviewers want to know how you respond when things don't go as planned. When asked, "How do you handle deviations during production?" you should explain your approach in a structured way. Start by documenting the deviation immediately in the batch records. This creates traceability. Then, investigate the root cause carefully. Was it a contamination in a liquid batch, a temperature spike during tablet drying, or an equipment malfunction? Next, work closely with QA and relevant teams to implement corrective actions, such as reprocessing, containment, or process adjustment. Finally, take preventive measures to ensure the issue doesn't recur, like updating SOPs, retraining personnel, or adjusting process controls. Giving specific examples shows you're hands-on, proactive, and reliable, and that you understand the critical role deviations play in product quality and patient safety. Everything in pharma must be traceable, and that's where batch records come in. They are your best defense during audits or recalls. When asked, explain the importance of a batch record, answer that batch records are detailed documents capturing every aspect of production, from raw materials and process steps to in-process checks, personnel involved, and final results, customized for each dosage form. Highlight that they ensure traceability, consistency, and regulatory compliance, so any deviation or issue can be tracked and addressed quickly. This shows interviewers that you respect the rules that keep both patients and the company safe, and that you understand documentation isn't paperwork, it's a critical part of quality and accountability. Let's talk about equipment. Your tools must work right, every time. When asked about equipment validation, explain the IQ, OQ, PQ process. IQ, installation qualification, ensuring the equipment is installed correctly. OQ, operational qualification, testing that it operates as intended under all conditions. PQ, performance qualification, confirming it consistently produces the desired output. Give examples across dosage forms. A mixer must blend powders uniformly for tablets, a filtration unit must reliably sterilize injectables, and a homogenizer must produce consistent creams or liquids. Emphasize that validation is non-negotiable. Skipping steps can risk product quality, patient safety, and regulatory compliance. Interviewers want someone who understands that every safety and validation step matters, and will never cut corners. Staying alert to key process parameters is critical in production. When asked about process monitoring, answer by listing the crucial checks, for example, mixing speed and temperature for creams, fill volume for liquids, sterility for injectables, tablet hardness and weight variation, and any other parameters that directly affect quality. Explain briefly how you troubleshoot deviations, like adjusting mixing speed, recalibrating a filler, or revalidating a sterilization cycle, to keep the process on track. This demonstrates to interviewers that you know where to focus, can maintain consistent product quality, and act proactively when something goes off specification. Not every batch makes it. Interviewers want to see how you handle failures with integrity. When asked about handling rejected batches, start by explaining that you quarantine the batch immediately, then investigate the root cause with QA, following established protocols for reprocessing or safe disposal. Emphasize that you always prioritize safety and compliance, no matter the dosage form, whether it's tablets, liquids, creams, or injectables. This shows interviewers that you never compromise on quality or patient safety, even under pressure, and that you understand the ethical and regulatory responsibility behind every batch. In-process checks catch problems before they grow. Here's how you approach them. When asked about in-process controls, talk about real-time checks such as pH, weight, sterility, viscosity, or temperature, depending on the dosage form. Explain that monitoring these parameters catches errors early, allowing quick corrective action and preventing larger batch failures. This not only saves time and resources but ensures that only quality product moves forward. Give a specific example. For instance, if the viscosity of a cream is slightly off during mixing, you can adjust the process immediately before filling, ensuring consistent texture and stability. This shows interviewers that you are proactive, detail-oriented, and quality-focused throughout production. Hygiene and cleanliness aren't optional, they're essential. When asked about personnel hygiene and area cleanliness, explain that you strictly follow SOP-driven cleaning schedules, proper gowning procedures, and contamination control measures. Highlight how these practices differ for sterile versus non-sterile areas. For instance, sterile areas require full gowning, controlled entry procedures, and frequent environmental monitoring, while non-sterile areas focus more on surface cleaning and general hygiene. You can add a practical example, wiping down equipment before and after each batch, or performing hand hygiene and gowning checks before entering a clean room. Emphasize that these habits prevent contamination, protect patients, and ensure product quality. A strong answer here demonstrates to interviewers that you understand the critical role of hygiene in pharma, take proactive steps every day, and can be trusted to maintain high standards consistently. Safety rules protect everyone. Here's how you follow them. When asked about safety measures, explain that you follow strict protocols for pay use, chemical handling, emergency response, and waste management, tailored to the type of product, tablets, liquids, creams, or injectables. Highlight that you attend regular safety training and respond quickly to hazards, like chemical spills or equipment malfunctions, to prevent accidents. This shows interviewers that you are proactive, responsible, and always ready to maintain a safe working environment, protecting both personnel and product integrity. Great chemists don't just follow procedures, they make them better. When asked about process optimization, explain how you analyze production data, identify bottlenecks or inconsistencies, and suggest practical improvements. For example, you might switch a mixing method to improve cream uniformity or recommend automating a liquid filling step to reduce errors and increase efficiency. Emphasize collaboration, working with QA, engineering, and production teams to implement changes safely. Sharing such examples shows interviewers that you are a proactive problem solver who can improve processes while maintaining quality and compliance, exactly the kind of mindset they value. Meeting the deadline matters, but not if you sacrifice quality. When asked about managing tight deadlines, explain that you prioritize tasks, organize schedules, communicate clearly with the team, and allocate resources efficiently to keep production on track. Emphasize that you never compromise on safety, compliance, or quality, even under pressure. You can add a practical example, coordinating with QC for timely material release or adjusting shifts to meet urgent batch schedules. This shows interviewers that you are steady, reliable, and able to lead teams calmly while delivering results under pressure, a crucial trait in pharma production. Packaging is the last line of defense, from tampering and spoilage. When asked about packaging considerations, explain that you focus on moisture barriers, seal integrity, tamper-evident features, container compatibility, and accurate labeling. Highlight examples across dosage forms, tablets in blister packs with foil seals, liquids in moisture-resistant bottles with proper closures, creams in airtight jars, and injectables in sterile vials with secure caps. This demonstrates to interviewers that you see packaging as a critical part of product quality and patient safety, not just a finishing step or wrapping. In pharma, changes must be controlled. Here's how you handle it correctly. When asked about handling production changes under change control, explain that you document any proposed changes, assess their impact on quality and compliance, and seek proper approvals from QA and operations before implementation. Emphasize that you communicate changes clearly to all stakeholders and update SOPs or batch records as needed. This shows interviewers that you understand the seriousness and complexity of change management and ensure that every modification maintains product quality and regulatory compliance. Honest, timely communication is a mark of a true professional. When asked about documenting and reporting production issues, explain that you report problems promptly and clearly, following SOPs, so corrective actions can be taken quickly. Highlight the importance of transparency, ensuring that issues are visible to QA, production, and other relevant teams, which helps prevent recurrence and fosters learning. You can add an example, perhaps reporting a deviation in tablet hardness led to process adjustments that improved consistency across all batches. This shows interviewers that you are responsible, proactive, and contribute to continuous improvement in production. Batch traceability is your safety net for recalls and investigations. When asked about batch traceability, explain that every batch is tracked from raw material input to finished product using detailed records and unique batch codes. Emphasize that this ensures quick identification and isolation of affected batches during audits or recalls, and that it is non-negotiable for patient safety and regulatory compliance. Highlight that respecting traceability shows interviewers you understand it as the backbone of pharma safety, not just paperwork, but a critical safeguard for patients and the company. Great teams make great medicines. Let's talk collaboration. When asked about collaborating with QA and QC teams, explain that you maintain open communication, share data promptly, and work together to investigate and resolve production issues. Highlight that this collaboration also helps improve processes and prevent future problems. You can add a short story. For example, working with QA and QC to troubleshoot a tablet dissolution issue led to process adjustments that improved batch consistency across multiple products. This shows interviewers that you value teamwork and understand its direct impact on product quality, a trait they rate very highly. Technology drives efficiency, from mixing to packaging. When asked about the role of automation in pharmaceutical production, explain that automation enhances consistency, accuracy, speed, and safety across all processes. Highlight any automated systems you've worked with, such as tablet presses, liquid filling lines, or cream homogenizers, and emphasize your willingness to learn new technologies for different dosage forms. This shows interviewers that you are adaptable, forward-thinking, and ready to embrace tools that improve quality and efficiency in production. Every employer wants someone with heart, not just skills. When asked why you want to work as a production chemist in pharma, answer honestly. Share your passion for making a difference, your interest in tackling new challenges, and your commitment to following best practices. Connect your skills to how they help ensure patients receive safe, effective medicines and contribute to public health. A sincere, personal answer here leaves a lasting impression, showing that you care about the impact of your work, not just the job itself. Put these strategies into practice, and you'll walk into your interview with confidence, clarity, and a genuine sense of pride in your skills. Remember, being a successful production chemist isn't just about knowing procedures, it's about understanding the impact of your work on patient safety, product quality, and team success. Each answer you give is an opportunity to show your knowledge, responsibility, and proactive mindset, as well as your ability to think critically, collaborate, and solve problems. At PharmaHealth Insights, I believe in preparing professionals who don't just meet expectations, but exceed them with integrity, diligence, and passion. Carry these principles with you into every interview, and you won't just impress recruiters, you'll demonstrate that you are ready to contribute meaningfully to the pharma industry. Here's to building success, fostering quality, and shaping the future of healthcare, together. I hope you found these insights on pharma production chemist interviews useful and inspiring. If you enjoyed this session, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to PharmaHealth Insights for more expert tips, industry updates, and guidance on building a successful career in pharmaceutical manufacturing. Stay curious, stay prepared, and keep advancing quality in pharma.